It should be interesting what happens in the breakdown here too, because if you're wanting to slow the ball down, sometimes you get dinged for penalties. So you got to find that fine line, find out how much you can get away with in there, and adjust accordingly.
Well, someone's definitely going to step up for Loyola. You can count on that. And Loyola brought a great fan base here, and there's a missed tackle right on the bat.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is Miteto.
It is.
One man to beat. Wow, look at that. You called it right off the – oh, my goodness. That was fast.
Ani Miteto right off the bat. He takes the kick cleanly. Loyola was unable to take the space away, right? The kick wasn't quite high enough. It gave Iowa Central time to collect the ball without pressure. Made one guy miss, and he was off to the races.
That speed was impressive. His shiftiness, he was able to sidestep that first tackler.
And you could just see his stride. Not that I'm any great comparison, but that was probably 3 of my steps to one of his.
Yeah, he looked like a gazelle. He was just, I mean, he didn't even look like he was running that hard, and he was just blowing by people. That was impressive.
And that's a tough one, right? Because you're fired up, you're right out of the gates, you got a shot. You know what you're up against. You know the mountain you got to climb. Let's see how they regroup. They're going to have to take a deep breath, and I think they just need to get that first hit in, get a shoulder into somebody.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Matt Barker puts the conversion through. Iowa Central is up 7-0 early. Just a minute gone, minute 20 seconds gone. Yeah, as you said, it's almost like, hey, wait, can we do over? Can we start over again? They need to get into contact.
Well, there's no doubt the weather's not going to play a factor here today.
Better kickoff there.
Yeah, much better, but well fielded.
All right, let's see, Iowa Central. Let's see. Quick ball out of the ruck. Felton to Barker there. Ooh, big hit up there through Mitch Coleman. Staying short side here, Matt. But good go forward. Short side again. Oh, dancing on the line. That's Leopold. He's off to the races. He's going to center it. And just like that, 12-0 to Iowa Central.
Yeah, and you see the defensive line speed I was talking about there.
Iowa, dots down in the center.
It's coming up, but it's just not taking the space away. And Iowa Central's able to get the game line, which puts Loyola on their back foot, which then allows that attack to come even quicker. And these guys are so skilled at every facet of the game. If you give them a little bit, I mean, the critical piece to this is taking the space away.
You got a great look at the ball handling in tight spaces there right along the near touchline here. But, we talked just before kickoff there, Loyola needs to get there in contact and slow it down because Barker's getting the ball out real quick. And as we all know, quick ball is deadly ball, and it's just boom, 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 these phases. That was, 3-4 phases in the span of 10 seconds?
And skill is great, right? But you have to put skill under pressure to test it, and they're not executing to that level quite yet. And Loyola just needs to get they had some tackles in a row. Now they need to get some possession just to slow it down.
Deep high kick this time. Yep, ball's on the deck. I think we're going to have a knock. Yep, first knock against Iowa Central. So Loyola's going to get their first possession just outside the 22 of Iowa Central.
Bit of an opportunity, if only an opportunity to hold your serve. That could be a victory here, just winning your own scrum.
First look at the scrum here. Who holds the advantage here? Looking at the size of the players, I don't think there's much difference in the overall weight. Of course, it's more about skill and technique.
Listen to the communication here. I was watching yesterday in training, or this morning in training, and you'll hear Iowa Central have a certain cadence, which is indicative of all 8 working together. If I don't hear the same from Loyola, they may not be working as cohesively.
That'll definitely tell you something. So Kinzer sets it in. Good even push there. Pulls it out the back. Now he's going through the centers. Oh, skip pass. Ball's on the deck, went backwards. Loyola maintains possession. Good fight in there. All right, short side. That's Delcher.
Turned it over.
And, Iowa Central's quick box kick. The chase is on. Ramirez back trying to gather it. He's tackled almost immediately. by Mateto.
Yeah.
And we've got a whistle. And we got a penalty against Iowa Central. So this is going to relieve a little bit of pressure for Loyola, assuming they're going to kick for touch here. Try to clear the 22 and try their first line out.
Well, that was a really strong scrum from Loyola. Well took and well won. The key is when they have the possession, they've got to slow this game down. It's got to be two people running together at all times, nobody isolated. Iowa Central is way too fast with their hands with the ability to poach the ball. So with their possession, they've got to be very conservative.
First look at our line out. This being taken by Kojo Karu. Ball's on the deck again. Looks like it went backwards. Referee talking to Iowa Central captain. Another penalty. Have to clean up the discipline, or this could change things. All right, so Loyola's going to have a clearance kick here to touch. Nice kick. Gets it past midfield. Just about 5 meters into Iowa Central territory where they will have a line out. Karu to take it right underneath our tower. Nice challenge in there. Iowa Central turns the ball over, and now they're off. Big hit up there through Mitch Coleman. He's still on his feet. Good go forward there. Quick ball again. Boy, Felton is able to get it out there through his fly half, and now the centers. Good clear out. And they're going to come back this way. Nathan Heath running over people. And quick ball again. I got to tell you, Matt, Loyola needs to challenge more in the contact.
Well, you saw
How
right
quickly
there.
they're moving the ball.
You saw right there. They took the space away. Loyola's Kyle Higgins really took the space away on Ani, and that was skill under pressure. He was unable to complete the catch. But
So-
that is extremely difficult to do for 80 minutes.
Leopold tried an inside pass to Barker, and he coughed it forward, so we have another knock-on by Iowa Central and a scrum to Loyola.
But on the flip side, Craig, they're finding out that they can stop them, right? They're
Starting to
building
believe.
confidence little by little after giving up 2 tries right off the bat.
So Kinzer sets it in, gets it out the back. I think we're going to have a clearance kick here. We do, from Cerisi.
And they're doing an excellent job on scrummaging right now.
Yes, they are. So we're going to have a line out for Iowa Central about 8 meters shy of Loyola's 22. Keeping the pressure on. We'll get a first look at Iowa Central's line out.
They do a lot off their line out. Victor Wong throwing the ball in. Well done, right off the top.
Nice, cleanly taken. Pass a little bit behind, but look how quickly they move. Those passes are like bullets. Inside move. Man, it's taken three defensemen to bring him down. All right, so territorial clearance kick. Well done. Relieves a little bit of pressure, but Iowa Central back on the move. Crossfield kick. Looks like it's going to find touch. It does.
Loyola's doing good. I mean, they're under a huge amount of pressure. They haven't buckled here in the last 7 minutes or so, 6 minutes, and been able to clear it but not get it out and get it out of their part of the field. This is a very dangerous area for an attacking side like Iowa Central. It's hard to defend.
Carew throws it in. Nice clean take. Loop around pass. Loyala's committed a lot of guys to the ruck.
They're not content with kicking it, looking for the clearance kick, and they turn it over.
Nice hit up there through Delcher, but Iowa Central is off the other way. Ball's down, and looks like we're going to have a 22-meter drop.
I think it'll be a 5-meter scrum.
5-meter scrum.
Yeah, the ball wasn't quite into touch when he picked it up. So he brought it into the end zone, killed the ball, so now it goes back to Iowa Central.
Thank you for clearing that up. The referee, that signal, at first I thought he was calling a forward pass, but
that was a tricky little kick there from Matt Barker out of Iowa Central. I think it was a left-footed grubber off the top of his foot with a little English on it.
It's tough to do when you're running full speed.
Yeah, he is from England. He's elected captains both years by his peers. He's a sophomore marketing major.
Good push there by Loyola, but Iowa Central does maintain their possession.
There's
and
Sophie's.
that's
Sophie.
Abin Mefta. Short side of the field. And I think that was Epplett who dove over the line to earn the try, third try for Iowa Central. 29.5 minutes left in the first half. Iowa Central goes out to a 19-0 lead.
Yes, and you saw how they used Ani as a dummy runner there, and even without the ball, he's sucking in so mani defenders. But they did well to get out on Sophie, but they had to put 4 people on him to slow him down, and it just opened up the outside. And for Epplett, they call him Dirt, or Joe Dirt, I think. He's from New Zealand. He was a New Zealand U15 sevens player, champion rather. He's a freshman, and he's learning about athletic training.
It's going to be a tough conversion attempt by Barker. It's all the way on the near touch line. Well taken. I think he pulled it left. He did, but not by much. So the score remains 19-0 in favor of Iowa Central. 28.5 minutes to go. This is the first semifinal of the 2018 NSCRO Champions Cup here on the campus of Life University.
They did well there, Loyola did, to defend deep in their territory for 6 or 7 minutes, but you just can't let a team like this have that many possessions that far in your territory.
Absolutely. Good challenge there, won by Loyola.
That's the hard running they need to see.
It was Abimbola who took charge of that kick.
Much better phase play here from Loyola.
Oh, side ball handling there. We've got a delayed knock on. But this is Victor Wong who picks it up, and he takes it over midfield for Iowa Central. Up, turns the ball over. Clearance kick by Kinzer did not go too far, and Iowa Central has it again. And we've got a penalty. Taken quickly, quick tap.
Numbers on the outside.
Oh, goodness. This could be trouble.
He cuts it back in. Oh, there's number 9 to help him out.
Kinzer sidestepping people, going all the way to the far touchline in the corner. He needs some support, though. Ran away from all the support. Oh, short side. That was Walt Wilden who jumped over the ruck, but he had the ball. And first really sloppy ball handling we've seen there by Iowa Central, but they recover nicely. This is Coleman. And in between the sticks, he dots down. 5 more points for Iowa Central. Oof. Well, we talked about it at the top of the broadcast there, Matt, but, geez, I didn't think it was going to be this much this soon.
That was Jack Piers, number 5. If you get him a full head of steam going, that's a big unit. Their scrummaging is good, but their open play is pretty fantastic. But they are making errors, right? They're not 100% clean. And as this game wears on, maybe Loyola can continue to keep that pressure on them, but they've got to keep them out of the try zone here and get some positives on their side. It was a pretty impressive break by Richard Felton. He's from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. NSCRO quarterfinal MVP from a couple of weeks ago. He's a freshman business management major, and he wants to be an Eagle one day, play for the United States national team.
Right.
With those kind of moves.
Yeah, I'd say he's in the picture there. So Barker puts it through. 26-0 is your score with 26 minutes left in the first half. You know, one thing I noticed, we talked about, patience with Loyola, and even when they're getting good possession, they don't have it for very long.
Yeah. I did like the 2 phases where they won the kickoff on the last one, and really their forwards were running to score. They weren't looking to pass or set up rucks, and that was successful.
So Loyola controls their own kick. They're doing well in the restarts.
They are, but you notice who's out there
counter ruck by Iowa Central.
Their back row is defending the centers. Oh, look at that speed. Look at the speed.
Jeez. All right, so gathered up by Cerisi. And Loyola's back in their own territory, but now they're found a little bit of a break there.
That's good speed, too.
That was Gianniscoli. Looks like they're going to
Johnny Chin
work through their forwards here. All right. So we've got a little extracurricular activity going on in the ruck.
Loyola brought a great fan base with them today.
They did. They're right in front of us. Nice of them to make the trip down from Baltimore to suburban Atlanta.
That's a good kick. That's a good kick. Not out of bounds for sure. No one's going to field it, and they're in attacking territory. And they've done well in their set pieces.
They have. You're exactly right. Take advantage of the penalties that Iowa Central, by my count, I think it's 4-1 now in that. So we get the lineup from the opposite angle. Cleanly taken. Notice the passer just a little bit off, not quite in stride, and that's slowing down the runner. Good patient stuff here by Loyola.
Fearless running from Loyola, though.
Good moves there by Bobby Gordon. They're staying on this side. Ooh. Low grubber kick to the corner. Looks like it's going to go into the zone. Touchdown for a 22-meter drop. Iowa Central takes it quickly.
Waste no time. Can't let that bounce.
And we've got a territorial kicking contest going on.
It's not who you want to have the ball.
And he kicks a high one. Oh, it bounces. This could be trouble. Oh. I can't tell who's got the ball. It's just a mess in there. Looks like Loyola has it. Box kick just for trying to relieve a little bit of pressure. Fielded by Iowa Central. They're going to go short side. And it looks like they've got some room on the edge. Oh. And I think he's going to dot down the corner. That was Mike Wilden, number 11 for Iowa Central. Taking the score out to 31-0 with 22.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Mike Wilden is from Winterset, Iowa. Iowa High School All-Star, freshman agricultural technology. He's looking to take over the family farm one day.
I love it. Well, it's going to be another difficult conversion for Barker. But I liked his attempt from the near side. Because he's right-footed, maybe he can hook it in a little more comfortable from this side of the field.
If I'm under those posts right now, I'm telling my guys, without emotion, without anger, without fear, let's go. Forget the score, let's go to work.
Yep, they need to shake this off, need to come back, get some good possession.
They need to believe that they're good enough. They do belong here. They've made this achievement and made it to the semifinals of a national championship. And now they're in the fight.
Nope. Kick not handled by Iowa Central. I think we're gonna have a knock on, or are we gonna have it into touch?
This will be a choice. Looks like he's gonna take the scrum.
Yep.
What a beautiful day.
Oh, can't beat it. 70 degrees in April.
No, very little wind.
Yep. Great facility here
Nice
at Life
fast
University. Rugby dedicated facilities. They'll be taking on Penn State in the D1A national semifinals tomorrow right here on this field. And we'll be back here on Sunday for the consolation and championship match.
You know what's really difficult is when things work in your regular games, and then you get to the playoffs, and all of a sudden your bread and butter's not working. What do you do? How do you adjust?
You gotta have a backup plan. Well, I think if Loyola can just get off the schneid and get some points on the board, I think that belief that you talked about. Well, and just as I say that, Barker intercepts a pass, and he's off to the races.
Well, what you can't do is make those passes, right? If you're down by this much, the last thing you want to do, you just need to take clock and take your time and slowly go down the field and just keep it away from the other team.
Be methodical, be deliberate.
Extra pass there, not necessary. You're deep in your territory. Get tackled, live another day. Live another phase.
Yeah, Loyola's. I've only seen them counter-rucked once that I can remember. They've lost a couple balls in breakdown, but they haven't been overpowered in the ruck. So they're committing plenty of guys, and they look to have a game plan in there.
It's difficult, right? Because they've got to spend so many resources on the tackle itself that it may seem like they don't have a lot of people in the ruck, but there's a lot of bodies and a lot of green jerseys around there.
Yeah. So Barker puts it through for 2 more, converts his own try.
It's interesting, too, or further, that this isn't – Ani is their best player on Iowa Central, but they're doing it with everybody right now.
Yeah, they've got a lot of weapons. I mean, throughout the forward pack. Watching Jack Pierce.
Got our first sub on from Loyola, Mike Mezarus. And the number 16 jersey.
Well, taken by Epplett. And Iowa Central is back on the move.
They got to be careful not to overcommit to this side. So if you look at all the blue jerseys to the left right now.
Yep.
If they can get quick ball here, this could be trouble.
He's tough to bring down. Jabari Leopold. Well, seems to be slowing down a little bit. But Iowa Central has got great passing, exploiting the gaps. Ooh, big hit there. But, of course, you got Mateto on the far touchline. He takes the ball in stride and adds 5 more, taking the score to 43-0 with just under 18 minutes to play in the first half.
So a really difficult team to defend is a team that utilizes the entire field. And that was a great example there. You saw Loyola stop them in the middle, look up, and then blue was to their left. So then you see a whole bunch of green jerseys shooting left to cover that. But it's hard to get back there for that third or fourth phase when they hit it out there, and that's exactly what happened. It turned on to about a 5-on-2. I was skilled enough to, I give it up for the Loyola player. He put the guy under pressure. The guy made the pass.
Yeah, there was that first line break that caused the 6s and 7s on the Loyola defense, and you're back on your heels.
Yeah.
Just tough to, especially against a skilled squad like this that has so much speed, has such great ball handling skills.
Yeah, and that was Ethan Epplett who executed that pass under pressure, the fullback.
Good from a tough angle. That was not Barker on the conversion. Was that Mateto?
It was. I believe it was. They were hitting them from 45 meters this morning.
Really?
Yeah, both of them, Barker and Mateto.
With the perfect weather, no wind, and you get the perfect pitch.
Now, I will say they were going the opposite direction in warm-ups. It's good to see number 8 for Loyola stay on the pitch, Tade Abimbola. He's a really good player, and he's one of the people who's definitely got the go-forward ball.
So Loyola controls another kickoff.
Their set pieces are good.
They're doing well.
Solid. It's their decision-making under pressure.
They're doing good work, trying to go through their centers and get it out wide, but it's just not quick enough, And looks like Iowa Central has turned the ball over in their favor, and here they go. Oh, quick box kick from Felton, and they're chasing it down. Cerisi for Loyola, thinking about going short side. Mateto's there, picks him up.
That was a fine tackle. He he lifted him and drove him down. He didn't lift him and then drive to his head and shoulder.
He didn't slam him. He wrapped him. So now we've got a penalty against Loyola inside the 22, inside their own 22. So Iowa Central, let's see if they're going to kick for touch. They're going to go for points.
They're going to choose a scrum.
Electing to scrum.
So
interesting, because Loyola scrum has been very good, very solid.
Well, I think that's why they're doing it. To
Occupying
get the work,
8.
To get the work.
Yeah.
I think the coach sees we need work here. I hate to say the game's out of reach with 55 minutes to go.
Yeah, score's 45-0. We haven't seen anything to suggest that anything's going to change on that.
One note, you can tell that Iowa Central's really well coached because the minute they get possession in their half, it's kicked and gone. If I'm a coach preparing for this match, you got to defend everything.
Here they go again, inside pass. They get inside the 5 of Loyola, looking for more. Vanya Sturm carrying there. Quick ball again. Man, they get out of the ruck and they get it out wide. Look at that. Jeez. Easy peasy. Epplett with the try in the corner.
Jabari, he was ready for it. He could have just offloaded it, given him a try.
Down the corner.
Just kidding. That was well done by Epplett. Well done by the whole team. You saw out there Matt Barker barking orders, if you will. He had Vanya Sturm on his inside. He told him to shift to the outside, gave it up. And each one of these players is taking more than one Loyola defender to take him down.
They're a well-oiled machine, I tell you what.
Fit,
as you mentioned, they're
fast.
Yep. As
skilled,
you mentioned, well-coached, great
what
discipline.
Yeah, know what to do in every situation. But they do make mistakes. I mean, they're not unbeatable.
So this is Mateto trying to convert from the near touch line.
24 meters out. He's got a pretty compact stride, but he has good drive and good follow through.
Nice
Pulled
kick.
it.
I think he pulled
again.
it just wide left. All right, so Iowa Central has reached the half-century mark. It is 50-0. Just over 13 minutes to play in the first half of this NSCRO Champions Cup semifinal matchup.
Since it's a 2-game weekend, if I'm coach, I think I'm thinking about putting subs in either now or at half. There's no real point. Who came on? 21 for Loyola.
Loyola.
Jake Walsh. Welcome to the game.
He replaced Brian Wright for Loyola.
Brian Wright was playing well. He was mixing it up for sure. It's just when you don't have possession, it's hard to defend for this long. Good tackle there.
Nice low tackle. And it looks like Loyola's earned a penalty just outside the 22. Not releasing the ball. Looks like they could go for points here and maybe.
I don't know. My
off
lineup's
the
doing
schneid.
pretty good. We're down by this much. We need something. And I don't know if 3 points really gives me the juice I need to get the team going.
So they do kick for touch. They are inside the 22 of Iowa Central for the first time with possession. Be interested to see if they try to set up a maul or try to go through their backs.
Let's see. They were running this move earlier where they were yelling maul, 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 and then they handed it off before they started the maul.
See if they do that here. They are trying to set up the maul.
They do maul.
Yeah, they release it early. Loop around pass. They got 3-on-3 out here. Tight spaces and ball hits the deck. But I think we're going to come back to an earlier penalty. We are.
That was really good defense, and the reason why it looks so different from Iowa's space and opportunity is because it takes so long for the ball to get out there, and then they're able to take the space away.
Yeah, that quick passing, those bullet passes, you move the ball always moves faster than the man.
I think I might have chosen to go for a scrum here.
Taken quickly there, Michael Dwyer, the hit up through the middle.
There's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, every time Delcher gets the ball, he's met by 2 tacklers. And it looks like Iowa Central, nope.
Loyola
Well, still has it.
In a little bit of a desperation. They should just pick and go here for the rest of the half if they can.
They're starting to believe now.
Good body position, nice and low.
Be disciplined in the ruck. Take your time.
They're about 2 meters out
Oh, they're going to try and go.
to an isolated player.
Oh, no help out there. And we're going to come back to another early penalty for offsides.
No, they
Taken
need to be
quickly.
careful here.
Trying for the line, and he gets through. Kyle Higgins with the try for Loyola. Well, it took them almost a half hour, Matt, but they finally got on the board with an easily convertible try, bringing the score to 50-5 at the moment. That was great patient work with those pick and goes. You called it right.
It was good. Pick and go, pick and go. Got him offside, which now it's a tendency, right, that they're being offside. And I'm not going to be surprised if the referee reaches in his pocket if they get down here again and get another penalty like that. But you get that, all of a sudden you're backing up, tap and go. You have opportunity. And it was Kyle Higgins out of Summit, New Jersey. Team voted him captain for next season. He's a junior finance major. He's the middle of 5 boys. It's a busy house.
I bet their food budget is through the roof.
So that's a converted try. There's positives, right?
Absolutely.
Obviously, you can put them under pressure and get penalties from them. Can you do it for 60 minutes? For 50 minutes?
And it's only 70 degrees, so it's not that hot. But for teams that are coming from the Northeast and from the Midwest, where they're used to like 40 degrees, this actual 70 degrees could take its toll. You never know. Second half, we could see teams tired. We'll be interesting to see what the fitness is like. I liked your point of perhaps resting some starters for Sunday, particularly because it's supposed to even warmer on Sunday.
Yeah, and our next semifinal, Claremont Colleges against Salve Regina, I think their level of play is a high level of play. Not to say Loyola's isn't, but theirs is high.
So Loyola had controlled the kick, but then we've got an earlier penalty come back. So Loyola had controlled the kickoff, but then Iowa Central stole it in the breakdown, and they came out this way, and we're coming back to an earlier penalty for not rolling away. And
you just don't see this level of skill if you just watch the passing. I was watching Ani's pass there to the wing. On a rope, easily catchable, on his hands, not his hip, not his shoulder, not behind him. Easy to catch and easy to move.
Yeah, in stride. And that's the difference between the two teams.
And it's
when
not
you see
that
them.
big,
Exactly.
Right?
So Felton kicks to touch, so just outside the 5-meter line. Iowa Central is going to have a line out. And I think...
Very interesting that they do that. They hold their jumper up to hold everybody back.
Nope. Right through the middle.
And that was number 21. I'm not sure who he came on for. Isaiah Faliuka.
Iowa busted through the
Faliuka, excuse me. Isaiah Faliuka. 21?
Rhino Rugby is the official NSCRO equipment and ball supplier. NSCRO thanks Rhino Rugby for their support
Yeah,
of college rugby by providing
he goes by
rugby
Izzy.
vortex
He's from Auckland, New Zealand. Freshman,
to outfit
pre-med.
with equipment, apparel, and balls.
So he's
We'll
one of
try
those-
and
he's
see
one of
who
those
he
smart
came
ones.
on for. I didn't see the change.
I did not
but
either.
We'll let you know who's on and off as soon as we can. But Izzy gets in for the try.
And easy conversion for Mateto. Right in the middle from 5 yards away.
I don't see the number 7 jersey out there, so he may be on for Bobby Pagentini. But don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%.
All right, well, Loyola seemed to be on the front foot there for a minute. But giving up possession inside your own 22 and then committing a penalty, that's not a good recipe. Well taken by Iowa Central.
No penalty. I thought he got him a little bit early.
Oh, that was a great tackle there by Loyola. And we're going to have a penalty.
Now Loyola needs to be careful of repeated infringements here and a yellow card.
Yep.
Just weather the next 6 minutes. Get back with your coach.
So I think he's going to kick to this side, so it's a right-handed move. Ball did not reach touch. Loyola player. Chapo Ramirez couldn't handle it, and it goes into touch anyway, so same result. So Iowa Central is going to have a line out just outside the 22 of Loyola. So Mateto there could have gone either way with his kick to touch, decided to come this way, probably to have a right-handed move. So now they're going to go this way. Look at that ball movement. Look at that speed. Look at that. That quickly they've got numbers out on the corner, and then they're able to exploit it with their moves.
Sophie
and
almost gets in. Big number 13.
Recycled. And looked like Loyola stole it, but committed a penalty. Another one in the breakdown, taken quickly. Cross field. Bounces once. No. Goes to the end goal.
Yeah, Sophie took that up pretty hard, and you know, that's their plan. They're going to have options on every time the 10 has the ball. So you can give it short to someone like Sophie running a gap, or dummy him and hit speed on the outside. A little bit about Sophie. He's from Tours, France, champion of his league in France. He's a freshman business major and loves his mother's couscous. Who doesn't love mom's couscous?
Absolutely. All right, so we have a 22-meter drop here for Loyola. Just over 4 minutes to play in the first half. Your score is Iowa Central 57, Loyola 7. Low kick, bounces once, twice. Corralled by the back row. Oh, kick is blocked. And it's on the deck. The chase is on. I think he's going to get there. He kicks it again.
Dan Gianscoli with a great individual effort there. He's going to talk to his touch judge right now. See if there's a try, see if there's a penalty.
Might have a penalty try coming. So a clearance kick or a territorial kick from Iowa Central gets blocked.
Dan Gianscoli takes advantage of his teammates' huge effort to block it, gets a boot on it, and then nearly comes away with 5 points.
How about that speed? Where'd that come from? He ran by 3 Iowa Central players. I know they had to turn around first, and he was already started, but boy, he blew by him.
You know, when they started that 22-meter kick, I was like, don't kick it over there. And then I said, well, where would you kick it? They're all good.
So referee decided it's a 5-meter scrum for Iowa Central. They're deep in their own territory. Look for a clearance kick here.
That's a great set piece again.
Oh, goodness. This could be trouble. They got numbers.
Those centers, fast, big, skilled.
They're off the races.
One to beat.
Ran by everybody. Look at that.
There's Sophie with another try. Not sure how many that is for him. Maybe his first. I don't know.
I think that might be his second. So 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Iowa Central adds 5 more, bringing the score to 62-7.
Really good scrummaging, though. They were pushing them and driving them back.
Every time we've seen it, they've actually gotten a good push. Iowa Central's held their own. They've been able to, get a good roll, mostly through the second channel. Good hook.
I wonder if that's indicative of, and I've been guilty of this as a coach too, spending too much time on set pieces, not enough time on loose play. And frankly, that's more of the game than a set piece. And it's very technical, and you can see Loyola's pretty technical and doing well. Iowa Central Community College is not a small group of forwards, and they're driving them back.
Yep. So 2 more on the conversion makes it 64-7. Minute and a half to play in the first half.
It's great to see the fans still engaged, rooting their kids on, rooting their sons on, rooting their teammates on.
A lot of pride on both sides of the ball here.
Win or lose, they do have a game tomorrow. Well taken. Sunday, excuse me.
So Loyola controls their own kick again. Little chip kick, but it's fielded by Coleman.
They were lucky to get him slowed down a little bit. Good shirt tackle.
Quick ball
Sophie
out to
again.
their speed and their skill.
It's not often you say the 6'5" guy is their speed guy.
All right, good work here by the forwards. And now they're going to release through their centers.
And look at that. They
And their
attack with
backs.
the forwards on either side.
Iowa Central
set.
over midfield.
And look at both sides of the field. Options everywhere.
They're coming short side. All right. Good job by Loyola to take the carrier into touch. 10 meters into their own half, where they're going to have a line out. This will likely be the last possession before the halftime whistle.
Right in front of their home crowd here.
As you mentioned, a lot of pride in these fan bases. Written on their sons, their brothers, their nephews. Big hit there. Good go forward from Loyola.
Not releasing, maybe? No. Yep.
So the clock on the field has reached triple zeros, but Loyola maintains possession.
And if they kick for touch, they still play the line out. If he taps it and kicks it, it's over. So it looks like they want the line out opportunity, which is a change from years past.
Nice deep kick, but I don't know if it's going to find touch. It does not. And Iowa Central just kicks it out. And that is the whistle for halftime. Your score is Iowa Central 64, Loyola University 7. We'd like to thank our sponsors. What does life insurance have to do with rugby? With solid preparation, coaching, and fitness, Penn Mutual can help you tackle the financial opportunities and challenges life throws at you in the same way you face them on the pitch. One of the oldest and fastest growing life insurance companies in America, we're here to be your teammate and support you along your journey in life. Learn how Penn Mutual can help you live life with confidence by visiting pennmutual.com/rugby. Penn Mutual, your game plan for ensuring life. Rhino Rugby is the official NSCRO equipment and ball supplier. NSCRO thanks Rhino Rugby for their support of small college rugby by providing the Rhino Vortex Elite Match Ball and referee jerseys. To outfit your team with equipment, apparel, and balls that facilitate improved performance, go to rhinorugby.com. Impact Mouth Guards provides custom-fit dental-grade mouth guards direct from the lab that produces guards for many dentists throughout the U.S. Impact Mouth Guards are crafted with BPA-free dental-grade materials. NSCRO teams can purchase kits at a special discounted price of $39 per kit with one logo imprinted. For more information, go to impactmouthguards.com. And to order your team kit, contact Frank Rabinovich via email at frank@impactprotectionllc.com. Go Play Sports Tours, a division of ACIS, is a travel partner of NSCRO. Go Play offers the world's best international training programs that combine the thrill of playing at the highest level with rugby cultural exchange programs for all levels. For more information, go to acis.com/goplay/rugby. Take your team to new places. Philadelphia University and Thomas Jefferson University have integrated to create one visionary institution, Jefferson. Jefferson offers athletic training education as an expedited 5-year bachelor/master's health sciences and athletic training program. For more information, go to eastfalls.jefferson.edu/athletic training. Second half is coming your way shortly. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the campus of Life University in suburban Atlanta. This is the National Small College Rugby Organization Champions Cup, the men's national championship weekend. The second half just got underway. First half was all Iowa Central, Matt. They currently lead at 64-7. What does Loyola need to do to get back in this game and start playing their brand of rugby?
Well, head down, make your one-up tackles. One-on-one, you can't submit too many resources to one tackle. It's unlikely a comeback, but there's a lot of opportunity here to grow, to learn under pressure, to get better. You know, every day we're trying to get better. You hear coaches and players say it. It's the grind. We want to do it. We want to get better. And they have an opportunity now to do it. We'll try to keep up with all the subs and call them out as we see them and as they come in. We don't know exactly who came on and off, but we'll do our best.
So the kickoff did not go 10 meters, so we got a center field, midfield scrum for Loyola. Good dangerous place for them right now. Good push once again. They come near side. Nice move there. Good stuff here from Loyola so far. They're going to go out through their – oh, actually, that was the – I believe that was David Avery. Took that first hit. So crossfield kick bounces once into touch.
Now, if the way the sun is shining right now, some up and unders might be tricky to cover for Iowa Central. So, I mean, that sun is setting and right in their faces. But you have to be selective on when you want to give up possession.
Absolutely.
Because now that the subs are rolling in, they want to show, I deserve this spot, or I can earn this spot.
Line out taken cleanly by Iowa Central. And once again, they're trying to get out wide to their strength, to their speed, but the ball's on the deck. Loyola has picked it up. That was Johnny Chin.
They're going to get
inside the 5. That's Kyle Higgins. And we've got a whistle.
Go quick. Let's go quick.
Entering the ruck from the side, so 5 meters out, Loyola will have it. What are they looking to do? Are they going to take it quick?
Plenty of
do
fight
some
left
forward
in these
pick
young
and go.
men.
Whoop.
Plenty of fight left in these men. Here we go.
Now's the time to do it. Get on the front foot right out of the gate.
Sneak number 7 to the outside.
Awfully close now for Loyola. Just a couple of forward pick and goes here. Show and go there from Kinzer. Iowa Central might be trying to hold him up.
Trying to hold him up, and they steal it
and
from
they've
him.
taken the ball away. Going to relieve some pressure. Unfortunate for Loyola there.
This is
having a hard time bringing down Jack Pierce.
This is big trouble here. There was a lot of people committed to scoring those points.
Oh, look at those numbers in the space out there.
Big number 8 has some pace to him.
Oh, well taken. Loyola catches up to the carrier and takes him into touch. I believe that was Wilden, or was it Finn?
Elliot Finn was on the number 8 for Iowa Central. He had a good run there. I didn't see the Loyola player.
The winger for Iowa Central, Wilden, was trying to beat the last man on the corner. He couldn't get there. Loyola takes him in a touch. While they gave up a lot of territory there, they get the ball back inside their own half, about 10 meters. And we have a whistle.
Straight. So the first mistake here from Loyola on a set piece, which is, they can take a lot away from this, a lot of positives away from this. Baz, he's from Christchurch, New Zealand. Players' player. His teammates called him the Players' Player of the Year in 2017. He's a freshman business major.
From New Zealand.
Yeah, Iowa Central Community College has about 11 people from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, France. That was a tricky play from the Loyola scrum half. Very headsy play from Will Kinzer. That is totally legal. It's one of those ones where the scrum half says, I got it, and then the next thing you know, his hands are empty.
So knock on. So the scrum's going to go the other way. Now it'll be fed in by Loyola. Like the way they came out the first 5 minutes of this half. Good push there by Iowa Central. Loyola's equal to it.
Wonder why they didn't have a secondary. See that? He's running a little bit sideways on the support.
Kick was blocked, but Loyola does a good job maintaining possession. That was Johnny Chin, keeping it from going into touch. And Loyola's got plenty of guys committed. Trying to move the ball.
Passes that are tricky.
Trying to hold the ball carrier. Now the knee is down.
You gotta get off it. You gotta get off it. Get off it.
Okay, so the referee, the ball was held up. The referee called a maul. So even though his knees got to the ground and it turned into a tackle, it was never a tackle situation. So it's a turnover scrum to ICC. That's one of those nuanced. You have to watch when that referee says it's a maul or a tackle.
That was the right call,
Yes,
in your opinion. Okay,
absolutely. We're getting some of the highest rated referees in the country at NSCRO events, and it's
Absolutely.
really, really great.
Yep. Iowa Central on the move again. Look at that speed. Jeez, running through people.
Well, if you are a fan of Rugby World Cups, that is Jonah Lomu's play. 1 dummy 2 back into 6.
Mateta shoots through the gap. That's about his 4th try of the day.
Yeah.
Takes the score out to 69-7 in favor of Iowa Central. 33 minutes left to play in the second half. This is the first semifinal of the 2018 NSCRO Champions Cup, the men's national championship weekend here on the campus of Life University. This is the Joe Lupo Field, Joe Lupo Family Field.
Really a great weekend ahead for rugby in Marietta here at Life with the NSCRO National Championships. Semifinals today, finals and third place match on Sunday, and then tomorrow squeezed in there will be the D1A semifinal match between Life and Penn State.
Well, the national championship for D1A will be played in Moraga, California next weekend. So conversion attempt by Richard Felton goes wide, so the score remains 69-7 in favor of Iowa Central. About 32 minutes to play.
I'm just looking. It's a tricky one, right? You wanna get some points back in a hurry or get something, but you also don't want to give more opportunities. So it's one of those catch-22s. I would keep it nice and tight and work. Man, they're so good on these.
They really are.
On all their set pieces.
I'd like to see them play sevens.
There's a lot of blue jerseys over there. Nice, pretty offload there.
Almost looked like a forward pass there. Try a little chip kick. I think that was Sophie that tried that.
They're still fighting for it. Unlucky, just held onto the ball a little too long and support wasn't able to get there.
So they're going to elect to scrum again. Center field. No, I'm sorry. Thought he should have signed for scrum. So ball does not reach touch.
He was trying to get that thing as close to the try line as possible. And that's going to come back to, he kicked it directly out of bounds. He was outside the 22.
Can't tell if he was trying to just clear it, territorial, trying to run onto it, or just trying to get it out of there, relieve some pressure.
I think the latter of the two. Although there was green space back there, the jersey was not back there, so I think it was a good call if you were able to bounce in.
So I have a 22-meter lineup for Iowa Central.
Craig's skill under pressure.
Absolutely well taken.
By holding them up in the jumper up, it prevents the defenders coming up on defense. The minute that guy comes down and they move, they can take that space away. So they're preserving all that space for all of their horses to attack.
Makes perfect sense. Wow. Pass from his knees. Sidestepping a couple people. Oh, and there's plenty of support out there. That's Victor Wong. Looks like he's going to get on the score sheet. He does. Nice stiff arm there at about the 2-meter line.
Yeah, and it's really tough for Tade Abimbole. He's a tall guy trying to get down in that short amount of time. It's just hard. And let's face it, Victor Wong is a heavy on the legs runner. He's not going to.
He's tough to bring down, particularly when he's got a head of steam.
Yeah. So
So that brings your score to 74-7. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Iowa Central's 3 playoff matches coming in. They scored in triple digits and only gave up a total of 9 points in 3 matches.
They did, and I don't see a drop-off from the film that I watched leading up to this from 2017, reading a little bit about what they did at their sevens qualifier, Heart of America. This is a talented, physically talented, skillful, well-coached rugby team.
They're fast.
Yeah.
They are fast. I love their ball handling. I mean, you mentioned it, like the pass is right there. It's on a rope. They're catching it in stride. It's so tough to defend with that kind of speed.
And you know what else I like a lot is, right, the game kicks off. They scored right off the bat, but the next series, the game was still in question. They were helping up the Loyola players. I mean, very respectful to each other. Hard competitors, but also respectful to everybody out there. Nice dummy. Nice
Second dummy.
And then switches it to the left.
That takes some skill. So it's going to be gathered here by Mateto. Is he going to touch it down? He is. Thought he might try and do the full field run back. If anyone could do it, it's him.
That was pretty impressive. Dummy right, got both guys off his foot, switches to the left, and boots it up.
It was an accurate kick, too.
Yeah, it was great. A little bit long, but great. So offsides on the kick, so it'll be a scrum to Loyola.
Don't see a call too often like that. So one of the Iowa Central players got a little too antsy.
Let's see how Loyola aligns here. I prefer to put everybody left and have an 8, 9, 15 on the right. But in order for that to work, I need all the defenders pulled to the other side. And it tells you a lot on how the defense matches that.
They're going to come this side.
Good form tackle.
Strong run by Bobby Gordon.
Yeah.
And they've earned a penalty.
If he had kept his feet, I think that's okay.
Yep.
But he was on the ground, and he's got to let it go. And we play this game on our feet. The minute my body touches the ground, I got to let go of everything. Ball, person, whatever.
So they're kicking it a touch, probably about 6 meters out where they're going to have a line out.
Excellent opportunity. Well-executed kick there. They got a 5-meter line out. Let's see what they choose to do here on this. Just drive it in. Now, if they're going to drive it in, what you want to look for is body position. Are they low? Can they activate those big old leg muscles?
And you mentioned earlier about a play you saw them working on. Might we see that here?
It's risky down here. That's a lot of moving parts.
And it looks like, well, you got a big boy in front of the scrum half if he was going to roll in there.
They did it.
Went right through. Oh, I thought he was down. Okay. Another pick and go by the forwards. Good patience here. Good. No, they're going to release it. Don't know if I would have done that. Inside move. I think that was Bobby Gordon. Oh, so close here. Just push it over. Oh, looks like Iowa Central has earned a turnover. They've got it now. Looking to clear some pressure.
I wouldn't be surprised if they run it.
Oh, look at this.
2-on-1. Look at that
One
stride.
man left.
And a nice switch.
This is Nathan Eplett. And he centers it for 5 more.
Iowa dots it down in the center.
Dirt Eplett. He's got great hair.
Oh, one of his goals, he said on his player profile sheet, was to bring the mullet back.
He's doing his part.
Yeah, he is. Business in the front.
Party in the back.
And he's got a sweet stash, too.
So your score is 79-7 with just under 25 minutes to play in the second half here. All Iowa Central.
Yeah, when you said clear it, I looked up and I saw that there was nothing but blue jerseys and green grass in front of them, and I'm thinking, well, why? You don't need to.
It's easy to do it, obviously, when you got this big a lead, but to have that composure with all that pressure, and you just faced, what, 5-6 phases on your own goal line, to have the presence of mind to see that space and to get the ball out there and execute, and then off to the races 95 meters later.
Well, I
points.
think, too, that line-out move probably works all year long, and now all of a sudden it doesn't. And now what do we do now? They did well. I mean, they kept possession for quite a few phases, but it's an unexpected. That's offsides in front.
Okay, he's making the movement for a knock-on.
He did. It was knocked on, but the player played it, and he was in front of him, making him offside.
All right, so another kick and a touch for a lineup inside Iowa Central's 22. Let's see what they can do this time.
That was a really good kick. Loyola, determined. They're still getting up there with some.
Look at them. They still got some bounce in their step. Like what I'm seeing. Looks like we got Jake Walsh into the match on the front row.
Choose to do a short line out here. Nice, well taken.
Done. Some numbers there. I think that was Kyle Higgins. They got numbers out there. If they can hang on to it. Don't stand. Looks like they did. Not into touch. All right. They can recycle this.
Pod discipline is so critical here. Nice way to go, super sub.
So hit up through Walsh. This is good patient stuff by Loyola.
Go back to the blind side, I'd say.
Well, looks like
They got 3 on 2.
pick and go here. Kyle Higgins, 5 more for Loyola. Well done there. It's a quick move out of the ruck from Kinzer to Gianna Scully, who found Kyle Higgins to his right. Sidestep one man, puts it down.
Yeah, there's a bit of a size mismatch between Kyle Higgins and Jabari Leopold. Leopold just went a little bit high. Kyle
Actually ducked under him.
Higgins has had a really, really good game today. He's been working the entire time, making tackles. When he has possession of the ball, he's running hard. It's just the combination of everything. But individually, he's doing a great job. Individually, 10 is doing a great job for Loyola. Dan Gian Scully.
Who's about to take this conversion right here. So lefty puts it right through, right down the middle. Gianna Scully adds 2 more.
See if they can take this last 20 minutes and get some possession, get some phases together. They're not going to come back and win this game, but they can definitely work on a lot of things here under circumstances they're not going to see again until next year when they're in this same event.
And don't forget they got the match on Sunday. This is
great point.
a third-place match. They still got a lot to play for, and I like what I'm seeing. We mentioned they still got to bounce in their step, and it wasn't just the super sub. The other guys did too. It's like, hey, come on, let's keep plugging away here.
Just made another sub here. Sophie has gone off. Looks like they're moving their number 8, Baz, to outside center. And number 23, Andrew Harada, comes into the match.
So, penalty against Loyola, not releasing the ball.
Andrew's from DeSoto, Iowa. Iowa High School state champion in sevens. It's a freshman pre-med.
So Iowa Central kicks to touch about 5 meters out where they're going to have a line out. I think they're just working on certain phases of their game.
But you know,
Some reps in.
Craig, it's little details like that. Look where they're taking their line out, 5-6 meters out. When when Loyola was going forward, it was 8 to 10 meters out. And those meters matter. So the kick, everything's got to be executed.
Well, I can't say it was taken cleanly, but Iowa Central remains in possession.
They're just so skilled, and their mentality is go score.
Series of forward pick and goes here, it looks like. And now they're going to release it. Going back towards all the trouble, though.
Quick feet.
Gets taken down by 3 Loyola players. Now here's their space out here. The spread's better by Loyola, but they're still missing tackles.
They've got to come up. They've got to come up and not wait for the action to come to them. Jabari gets through.
Sidesteps one, little show and go. Jabari Leopold, 5 more for Iowa Central, bring the score to 86-14 with 18.5 minutes to go in the second half here.
You know, Jabari is from his nickname, King James. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. He was the most improved player in 2017 on Iowa Central Community College, and he's a sophomore.
Just a sophomore. Woo.
He's got some quick feet. That's not easy to do with that much traffic around you.
Just turns on a dime, just make people miss.
It's a skill and a talent for sure. One that I unfortunately did not possess in my rugby playing career.
Give me one or the other. And the kick is through, and it is good. 88-14 is your score. Well, it was Iowa Central from the opening kickoff when it was taken back for a try. I've seen some good things from Loyola, particularly in this half. I hope they continue. Still got 17 minutes to play. Deep high kick. Ball goes in a touch inside Iowa Central's 22. Which way are they calling it? It's going to be Loyola's ball.
That was great pressure by Bobby Gordon from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
He chased him down? Okay.
Yeah, number 13. He really put the pressure on him.
Nice.
Be sure to stick around for our next semifinal match where we have the Claremont Colleges facing off against Salve Regina. They're up on the upper field, warming up right now, getting ready for their match. So if you're a fan of either of these two teams, be sure to tune in and watch your opponent tomorrow.
Well, there's Kyle Higgins again, finding a gap. Great stuff by the flanker.
Try.
Looks like that was Kyle Lynn who dotted down for Loyola.
It was either him or Jake Walsh. I thought I saw 21. Yeah.
Try time for Loyola University. Off the line out.
That was really good, right? They got down here. They forced the error on the kickoff with pressure. They won their set piece again, and they were able to attack that. And, you know, he was not passing that ball. It was score or stop me, and he scored. And I think sometimes, especially early on in the match, they were thinking, I'm setting somebody up instead of I'm getting it myself. But that said, they didn't have a ton of possession either. But that was Jake Walsh. Great hard running. You saw the enthusiasm and excitement from the fans, from the players.
That was set up by Kyle Higgins and his inside move, shooting the gap. That made a difference there, allowed them to get quick ball out of the breakdown and allowed Walsh to get over.
It looks like Will Kinzer is heading off the field.
He had a cramp in his calf.
Okay. I don't know if that's a permanent.
He's off on his own power, so that's good. It's amazing how a cramp can look the same as like a terrible injury. You're like, because it hurts so bad.
It does hurt.
70 degrees here in Marietta. Doesn't sound that hot, but if you're not used to playing in this type of weather, it can be. Kickoff controlled by Loyola.
That's Mike Mezarus. And he did a really good job to get his hips turned around and get his shoulders squared up and attack under pressure. Wow, great kick.
I've seen from David Avery since he's come in the match for Loyola. Doing a good job as a front row substitute. Iowa Central kicks to clear a little pressure. Loyola's with it now. Running the other way. Good open field running there by Jack Ramirez.
He's had a couple flashes today. Good quick feet of his own.
Absolutely. Bobby Gordon showing off some moves of his own. Looks like Jack Ramirez has moved to scrum half. I don't know if that's a permanent thing, but he's pulled the last 3 or 4 balls out of the ruck, so good go forward there.
I'm not sure if they're having a go or not, but it says Bobby Gordon he's a senior, but he's the rookie of the year. So he may have just picked up the game.
Could be.
He's got a cramp right now, but he's had a good series here the last 10 minutes.
So I think we've got a knock on, so it's going to be a scrum to Iowa Central. They're going to be able to relieve this pressure. Got to hand to Loyola, man. A lot of guts hanging in there.
No quit. They're playing this whole thing out.
Yep.
You got a front row, another person cramping up. To your point, the climate's a little bit different here than in Iowa. And for all the games leading up to this, they haven't come, I think that sevens tournament they played in, it snowed, rained, and was sunny at each point of the day.
Yep.
We've got 2 players cramping right now, the front row for Iowa and the outside center for Loyola.
A lot of guys stretching their calves. That's usually where it hits first.
And then we have another Loyola player that I missed on the sideline itself. So let's see. They're going to bring somebody on.
Injury sub temporarily, maybe. 13 and a half minutes to play. Iowa Central leading at 88-21. This is the most points Iowa Central has given up.
Kyle Lynn jumps in at inside center. Referee's not happy with the shoulder alignment there.
Logan Atkinson is the scrum half now for Iowa Central, is that what you said?
Not sure. Justice Croyle is the second row there. He's number 17. Yeah, Logan Atkinson from Auckland, New Zealand, freshman business admin. So they go to their bench, and they bring on a New Zealander.
Just goes to show you how talented they are, top to bottom.
And 21 as well, Izzy Faliuku. So he's calling an intentional wheel. They said that Loyola intentionally pulled that scrum.
You know, it's funny. This is 15s, but they're the way they're able to move the ball, even on a tackle like this, it looks like sevens. Before the ruck is even formed, they're moving the ball. They don't have to wait for the scrum half the time.
Well, look in the circle. Right?
Oh, intercepted pass! Great anticipation there.
Bobby Gordon again. Bobby Gordon is having the 15 minutes of his life out here on this rugby field.
So 5 more for Loyola. Brings the score 88-26 with 12 minutes to play. Great anticipation there.
Well, it was all or nothing.
It's all or exactly right.
Correct. There were a lot of, I was just about to say, there's a lot of green jerseys in that yellow circle where the eagle is. If he didn't get that, it was 5 the other way. So well done.
Yep.
Hey, it works. It's one of those no, yes. No, yes. And it's converted.
Conversion is good by Gianniscoli. 88-28 is your score. 11 and a half minutes to play.
Well, this is exciting. Let's see what Mr. Bobby Gordon out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania can do next. If he's just picking up the game, this is impressive.
Absolutely.
He just needed a little bit of experience at this speed to take advantage of it. So, and that's a learning experience that all of these folks are going to take, these athletes are going to take. They've seen it. They felt the speed of it.
Well, the kickoff wasn't handled by Loyola. It was knocked on, delayed whistle. We finally do have a whistle, so just outside Loyola's 22. Iowa Central's going to have a scrum.
Yeah, Jake Walsh just started running a little bit before he had secured the full catch, but aggressive play. I'm all for it. It's like they
If you're going to make a
shifted.
mistake, it should be aggressive as opposed to tentative. So.
Damian Wallace from Waukee, Iowa. He's a freshman digital mass communication major. He's on the wing.
Well, scrum collapsed, but it was a penalty against Loyola. Did they push too soon?
No, they collapsed it. They were getting driven back, and then they pulled it down. So it's a clear and easy call for the referee. It's a very dangerous play.
Yeah, especially on those guys in the middle of the locks and the scrum hooker.
And if you get the opportunity, Major League Rugby is now happening, professional rugby in the United States, and watch as much rugby as you can, people. It's a great sport to watch. Stick with us for Sunday's match, for today's second final match, and then Sunday's matches. They're all going to be great. South Africa, Wales in June. There's so much going on this time of year.
Mateto kicks to touch for Iowa Central. They're slowly walking up to take this.
Let's see if they pull
Line
it down
out.
and drive, or if they try to do some sort of move like Loyola did.
Inside 10 minutes to go. Goes over everybody. Ball still bouncing around. Looks like Iowa Central has maintained possession. Quick ball out of the ruck. Trying to find a gap. I love how their fly half runs such a great line. Amidst two defenders before he releases.
Well, I don't know that there was a fly half. That was a forward runner, number 22, Dan Hare.
He looked like a fly half.
He was in the fly half spot, whether intentionally or not.
Trying to be versatile. So
Logan Atkinson
good
looking
job
for
by
space.
Loyola here, trying to slow things down. Series of pick and goes here by Iowa Central.
Doing real good to get low.
They're inside the 5-meter line now.
Body position is going to either win or lose this ball.
Another pick and go. Now they're going to release it. High pass, skip pass, and look at this. We haven't seen that before, have we?
That's number 20 for Iowa Central Community College. Cable Maroy, Indianola, Iowa High School All-State, freshman criminal justice. So if they're not from Auckland, they're an all-state rugby player.
Iowa's produced seveble good rugby players.
And the
Couple
thing
of
about
Eagles.
Iowa is that they played stiff competition, so they know what it's like to be under pressure. So if you're in this event, whoever plays them on Sunday, you got to bring that one-up tackle mentality. One man, one tackle, to the deck.
You mentioned their competition. The schedule they played, in addition to their regular, small college schedule, they also scheduled as many big schools as they could. Their only 2 losses came to D1A Mid-South Conference schools, and they didn't lose by much. They were in both matches.
And you can see why.
Yeah, absolutely, you see their level is just a little bit better. The talent gap is not huge, but they're putting it all together, and just that small advantage is enough to make the score 93-28.
Just had a great moment on the field there between Kyle Higgins, one of the leaders of the team, and Mike Meserus. That's Kyle again. I mean, no, that was
Loyola again. That was
Bobby Gordon.
Yep. Oh, but he didn't release it, looks like. So what was the moment between the players? Just pumping his team up, saying,
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those moments where we know where we are, but we're still in it. I mean, we're still playing.
Well, attempted kick for touch is not going to find touch. Fielded by Loyola, trying to stay in bounds. That was Garrett Palazzo. All right, so it did not land first. So they're coming back to the spot of the kick. Territorial kick, left-footed, hooked out of bounds before it bounced in, so we'll bring it back.
That was kicked by the fullback, Vin Cerisi. He's out of Florence, Massachusetts. first team all conference, all Potomac Conference. Beltway Elite Sevens, which is a select side sevens team in the DC metro area. It's a senior, finance senior, and sevens is his preferred discipline.
So we mentioned Kyle Higgins having a great game for Loyola. He almost intercepted a pass there and was headed the other way off the races. Turns out he knocked it on, but that was after Iowa Central had knocked it on. So it's going to be a scrum down just on their own half the field for Loyola. 5.5 minutes to play.
So Victor has bumped to loose head, and they have Connor Luttrell hooking.
Good push there by Loyola. Scrum pack.
Nice acceleration.
Ooh. He really telegraphed that pass, Gianna Scully. And Iowa Central was heads up play there.
A little bit extra, but it's over.
All right, clearance kick. It's going to be fielded by Salazzo. Trying to come this way. Need some help. Good strong run there. That's got to be coming inside the ruck. That's almost a card. That was bad. All right, so penalty to Loyola. They're going to probably kick for touch here. Ramirez gives way to Gianna Scully for the kick to touch. He's going to try and get this inside the 22. He'll do well to do that. Just outside the 22. 4 minutes to play.
Looks like they're going to do it.
The attitude of these players here, you'd never know. You'd never know it's such a one-sided match. Loyola is matching their energy.
Going really short line out here. Look for number 7, Kyle Higgins, to take this ball.
There it is. You called it. Running through people. He's got good size for a flanker, doesn't he?
He does. He really does. And that was smart, right? He didn't find the biggest guy to run into. He found the littlest guy.
Good go forward there from Loyola.
Nice decision. They've
Ramirez
got numbers.
Spins short side. Side steps a couple, picks up a few more meters. They're really controlling the gain line well here.
I don't know what the second half score has been, but
it was 64-7 at half. So 29 to 21.
Really good second half.
Absolutely. And they've done it with some subs of their own.
Yeah.
All right, taken quickly, quick tap.
He's got help on the outside if he wants it, and he drives his legs. Well earned.
Strong move. Bobby Gordon with another try.
He is having
Absolutely.
So what is that, 2 or 3 tries in this half? That's really, he's playing really well.
I think that's the hat trick for Gordon. 93-33, 2.5 minutes to play.
Lot of heart,
I have so much admiration for these players from Loyola. Man, what an effort in the second half here.
And this is going to give Iowa Central coach a reason to coach, right? He's not going to have to go into the film session and say, you guys are great. He's going to say, we lost the second half, or could have.
Yeah.
Or to find the right gift for the rugger and rugby fan in your family.
It's a lot harder to, well, not harder, but even on a one-sided game, there's still things to work on, right? And it's about the overall effort.
No doubt there was a time in this game where they had it in hand, but they were still making mistakes and errors. And as the national championship game, those errors are going to be exploited.
Yeah.
But now giving up this many points in 40 minutes, that's
yeah. They've given up 26 in the second half, and they've scored 29 of their own.
Don't
just
get me
over a
wrong.
minute to go.
They have 93 points.
Absolutely, but credit to Loyola. They have not quit. They still plugging away. Credit to the coaching staff. Credit to the players. A lot of heart.
That was okay because he came through the side after the scrum half picked it up. If he had come through the center, that's not legal. 1 minute.
Block kick, but actually Loyola maintains possession. They're trying to clear their own 22. Show and go. Oh, ball's on the deck, turned it over. Iowa Central on it now, inside, deep inside Loyola territory. Loyola was trying to keep Iowa Central from getting to triple digits. See if they can do that. 30 seconds to play on the clock. Well, more the same from Iowa Central. Sorry, it's tough to get excited. We've seen it several times today.
You know, Craig, it's interesting though. Ani, he's been involved in the game this half. He's not. I don't think he scored, or maybe he scored once, but he has. I can see a clear decision that he said, "I'm going to set my teammates up. I know I can take this wherever I want to go, but I'm going to make other people successful."
That was the second assist he gave to Mike Wilden. It was almost a carbon copy of the first about 10 minutes ago. But you're exactly right. He runs a great line. Nice.
Pulls in the defenders.
Lures them in and then offloads, takes the hit, boom.
And I think that he knows he could keep his legs going, take 3 or 4 guys, but he's got the opportunity on the outside. His teammate did the work to support.
So this is a key conversion here because Iowa Central has 98 points. The conversion is up, and it is good. They've reached the 100 mark again, and that is your final score. Iowa Central 100, Loyola 33.